stupid, stupid, stupid. Look, the house was formerly a duplex, and I decided it would make way more sense to turn it into a big single-family house and flip it. After all the TV shows made it look so darn easy. I'm a freaking genius, right? Now, I'm about to tell you a really painful story. So, to make me feel a little better and to let the internet know that this video is valuable, do me a quick favor and click that little thumbs up button below the video if you think this is good. All right, let's get to the dirty details. So I bought this fixer-upper duplex for just 40 grand. Yeah, 40 grand. And I started work on it. Yes, like physically I was like hammering and sawing and all that. And myself and a few friends spent the next 9 months remodeling this monster of a property into a gorgeous single-family house. I mean, hardwood floors, granite countertops, open concept, new windows, new drywall, new doors, pretty much everything was redone. It was beautiful. So I put it on the market to sell it at $170,000, and I waited for the offers to roll in, right? But they didn't. Month after month I waited, dropping the price slowly until I was actually at my break-even point, and then still, it finally sold after almost 52 weeks on the market. I ended up clearing nothing. 2 whole years of my life, nothing to show. You know, my hard money lender that lent the money on it made a ton of money. My friends who I paid to work on it, they made a nice profit, but I made nothing. In fact, when I added up everything, the holding costs, the cost of the financing and everything, I lost like 10 grand on that deal. You know, but I'm actually thankful that it wasn't worse. But you know what? Even though I lost 10 grand, I actually lost something even more valuable. I lost a year of my life physically working on this property. And you know what? All of this, that whole mess could have been avoided had I simply been smart. So that brings me to my tip today for avoiding the mistakes that I made on that horrible deal. Are you ready for it? It's actually pretty simple, really. Here it is. Do your math homework and do it correctly. Like seriously, that's it. See, the great thing about real estate is that it's largely based on math. Look, here's some equations for you. Bad math equals bad deals. Good math equals good deals. And finally, more good deals equals more success and financial freedom. And I'm not just talking about flipping. I mean, this also applies to rentals, wholesaling, note investing, whatever. Like, you see, the great thing about real estate is the ability to get a pretty darn good estimate of what your future might hold. I mean, obviously, we don't have a crystal ball. We can't, know for sure, but we can get a pretty good idea on what to plan for our income and expenses if you're smart about it, which I wasn't. Now, let me get back to the story about the terrible investment I did. You see, I did the math before I started, but I didn't do all of it, and I didn't do it correctly. You know, I used my spreadsheet that I'd cobbled together, and I looked at how much it would cost me to buy the property and how much I would put into it and how much I can sell it for. I even remembered to account for all the extra costs, like realtor fees and more. So what exactly went wrong? Well, a lot. First of all, when analyzing the deal, I forgot to include some really important numbers, like the money that I would spend holding on to the property every month, right? Whoopsies. And then 2 other huge issues. I totally overestimated the after repair value, what it was worth when it's fixed up, because, well, I was being optimistic and not very conservative. And finally, I totally underestimated the repair budget. And the sad part is, all of these issues could have been prevented. You see, I was arrogant. I didn't reach out for help, and I didn't listen even to a couple smart investors who warned me to stay away from the property. I let my enthusiasm to do a deal cloud my view of the numbers. For example, had I used something like the BiggerPockets house flipping calculator, I would have realized that it was going to cost me like $1,200 a month just to hold the property. And had I put that into the calculator, I would have quickly realized that my numbers were way off and I was destined for failure. Had I accounted for going like 20% over my budget, I would have realized how thin the deal really was. Additionally, I screwed up in even a bigger way. Do you remember at the beginning of this video, I said that this property, although I flipped it into a single family house, was actually originally a duplex, right? In fact, the property was almost completely rent ready as it was. It just needed a little bit of paint, maybe some carpet to make it, able to rent. I would have gotten like almost $1,600 a month in rent total from this. Now, I bought the home for $40K, and it was in a great location, an amazing view of my entire town. But for some reason, I got the bright idea that flipping the home and turning it into a single family was the best solution. But was it? Stupid, stupid, stupid. Look, had I used good math and analyzed it as a rental property and tried it that way, I would have been blown away with the cash flow potential. You know, not only would this deal have been a 3% rule deal and produced a 71% cash-on-cash return, I would have actually cleared over $1,000 a month in cash flow, even after setting aside money for reserves. Do you see now why I feel so strongly that if only I had done better math, as well as not being so arrogant and asking for advice from other investors, I would have been much better off. Instead of making no money or losing money, I could have actually had a cash flowing positive rental property in a great neighborhood with maybe like a month of work instead of a couple of years. Man, it hurts just to think about that deal. So here's the bottom line. Do your math homework and get comfortable with all of the numbers. That's right, all of the numbers. And look, if you don't know how to find the ARV of a property, guess what? You know, BiggerPockets has articles and videos and forum discussions on that very topic, free. Unsure of how to estimate the potential rent of a property? Same thing, tons of free info. Not sure how to estimate the rehab costs? Free info, and heck, we even have an entire book on that topic. Look, if you need help analyzing deals, we've got a suite of calculators, including a rental property calculator, a fix and flip calculator, a wholesaling calculator, a BRRRR calculator, which is my favorite strategy in the world, and a rehab estimation tool, all designed to help you quickly and accurately run the numbers. So check them out at biggerpockets.com/analysis. Now, the point of this video was not to scare you. It's to encourage you to take your real estate education and math seriously, and to show you that even though a mistake can get made, and it will get made, you will make them, it's not the end of the journey. I didn't stop there. Instead, it's just a lesson learned. In fact, to be honest, I don't even regret doing that deal because of the important lessons that I learned doing it. Lessons that I get to share with thousands of others. In fact, the lessons I learned changed the way I analyze deals and have probably made me like 10 times more than I lost. And that's the beauty of mistakes, right? They only suck if you let them keep you down. You can tweet that. Otherwise, they're just stepping stones on your way to success. Now, do me a favor, if you like this video, do me a solid and click that little thumbs up button below the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more real estate investing content. For BiggerPockets.com, my name is Brandon, signing off. We're just gonna start. Ready? Okay. Do. Oh shoot, I forgot to turn it on. Just kidding.